Have you ever felt an itch that made you stop and wonder what your body might be trying to tell you? As we grow older, our bodies begin to speak more quietly through soreness, fatigue, or even an unusual itch. While most people dismiss a little itch as nothing more than dry skin or irritation, the truth is the location of that itch could be revealing something far more important. In fact, certain spots of frequent itchiness in older adults have been connected to serious health concerns that could quietly impact your longevity. That's right, something as simple as an ongoing itch could be your body's way of raising a red flag, telling you it's time to pay closer attention. In this video, we'll reveal 4 specific places on the body where itchiness in seniors might signal more serious issues beneath the surface. These aren't just old myths or guesses. They're patterns seen by medical professionals and researchers who study aging and longevity. Each itchy area has something important to say about your circulation, your internal organs, your nervous system, or even your nutrition. And by the time you reach the end of this video, you'll know what to watch for and how to respond. So don't ignore that itch. Stick with us, because learning to listen to your body could not only add years to your life, it could help you enjoy those years with more clarity, strength, and peace. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to do it and tap the bell so you don't miss our future videos. Let's get started. Number 1. Constant itching on the lower legs. One of the most commonly ignored yet meaningful signs that your body may be trying to alert you is frequent itching on the lower legs. It's easy to assume it's just dry skin or a natural part of aging. But when this area becomes regularly itchy, especially without a rash or redness, it might be a sign of something more. Medical experts have noticed that older adults who often feel the urge to scratch their calves, shins, or ankles could be dealing with poor circulation, and in particular, a condition called peripheral artery disease. When blood doesn't flow well through the small vessels in your legs, the skin can become dry, more sensitive, and unusually itchy. Picture 2 men, Harold and Dennis, both in their early 80s. Harold starts each day with a short walk around the block. He stays active, keeps an eye on his legs and feet, and hasn't noticed anything out of the ordinary. Dennis, though, has slowed down recently. He's feeling tired more often, sits for long periods, and has started dealing with an itch on his lower legs, especially at night or after sitting too long. He figures it's just dry skin and uses lotion, but it doesn't seem to help. What Dennis doesn't realize is that this constant itch could be his body's way of saying that his lower legs aren't getting enough blood flow anymore. When circulation drops, not only does the skin dry out, but the muscles and tissue in the legs start to weaken. That puts more pressure on your heart, your veins, and your overall circulation. And poor blood flow has been connected to increased risks of heart issues, strokes, and even memory loss. Our legs are often called the body's second heart because they help move blood back toward the center of the body. If the legs are struggling, the rest of the system feels it too. The good news? This kind of issue can be improved or even reversed if caught early. Gentle leg movements, regular walks, and propping up your feet while sitting can do wonders. Staying well hydrated, wearing supportive compression socks, and cutting back on sodium can also support better circulation. So, if you've had that same itch on your lower legs and can't seem to shake it, and there's no rash or allergy in sight, don't ignore it. Your body may be asking for help in its own quiet way. Number 2, mysterious itchiness on the upper or mid-back. An itch between your shoulder blades might feel like nothing more than dry skin or a scratchy shirt tag. But what if that itch is actually trying to tell you something important? Many older adults feel a constant itch on their upper or middle back, and while it might seem harmless, this kind of discomfort is often linked to deeper issues. One of the lesser-known but serious causes of mid-back itchiness is trouble with the liver or kidneys, two organs that quietly do the heavy lifting of filtering toxins and keeping your system balanced. When your liver or kidneys start to struggle, waste can build up in the blood and irritate the skin, causing itchiness in areas like the back, where nerve endings are especially dense. Think about Dorothy and Janice, both 76. Dorothy sticks to her checkups, stays hydrated, and has generally healthy skin. Janice, on the other hand, has been feeling worn out lately. Her ankles have begun to swell, and she's been scratching her upper back, especially during the night. She's switched detergents, tried lotions, but nothing seems to work. What she doesn't realize is this persistent itch could be a message from her body that her kidneys are under pressure or her liver isn't clearing toxins efficiently. When these organs aren't doing their job properly, it affects more than just digestion or energy. It can throw off your sleep, leave you foggy, and make even simple tasks feel harder. The type of itch that comes from liver or kidney issues is different. It doesn't come with a rash, it doesn't go away easily, and it tends to flare up at night, robbing you of rest and further draining your strength. And while itching itself won't shorten your life, what's causing it might if left unchecked. But there's good news. This doesn't mean something terrible is happening. It just means it's time to listen to your body and take action. A simple set of blood tests can show how your liver and kidneys are functioning. Drinking enough water, cutting back on salt and alcohol, and limiting processed foods can take pressure off these hard-working organs. And if you're on multiple medications, talk to your doctor about how they affect your liver and kidneys. Sometimes the smallest signs are your body's way of asking for support. So, if you're dealing with a mystery itch across your back and it won't go away, don't ignore it. That discomfort might be your body's early warning system. If you're still here and finding this helpful, leave a comment with the number 2 to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to hit that button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Your support keeps us going. Now let's keep moving. Number 3, ongoing itchiness on the scalp or neck. For many older adults, an itchy scalp or the back of the neck can seem like nothing, a bit of dry skin, maybe a reaction to shampoo, or just another part of getting older. But the truth is, this kind of itch often goes deeper than the surface. For many people in their 60s and beyond, this itch is linked to stress, inflammation, and even subtle changes in the nervous system. The nerves in your scalp and neck are incredibly sensitive, and when the body is under long-term pressure, especially emotional or neurological stress, they can be the first to react. Now think of Leonard and Ray, both in their late 70s. Leonard keeps a relaxed pace. He gardens, stays socially active, and winds down with a bit of evening meditation. Ray, meanwhile, has struggled to adjust since retiring. He feels restless, stays indoors more often, and carries around quiet stress he hasn't acknowledged. Recently, Ray noticed his scalp itching more often. At first it was just at night, but soon it became a daily thing. No rash, no flaking, and nothing seemed to help. Not a new shampoo, not even switching pillowcases. What Ray didn't realize was that this persistent itch might be his body's way of expressing nervous system fatigue and emotional tension. As we grow older, our ability to bounce back from stress weakens. Instead of calming down after a stressful moment, the body tends to stay on high alert. This keeps stress hormones like cortisol elevated while immune response slows down. That constant tension often shows up in the most nerve-sensitive spots, like the scalp and the back of the neck. In fact, chronic itching in this region has been linked to neuropathy and even the early stages of cognitive decline. That doesn't mean it's always a serious condition, but it does mean it shouldn't be ignored. Thankfully, there are simple ways to calm the nervous system. Gentle breathing exercises, a walk outdoors, connecting with loved ones, or writing your thoughts in a journal before bedtime can all help lower tension and regulate stress. Ray decided to start small. He began taking a short walk each morning, turned off the TV after dinner, and made it a point to call his brother every week. Gradually, the itch began to fade. It didn't vanish instantly, but as he let go of some of that internal pressure, his body followed. So, if your scalp or neck has been itching without a clear reason, and it's not from allergies or dry skin, ask yourself how you've been feeling. Not just physically, but emotionally too. Your skin might be reflecting more than you realize. Sometimes that persistent itch is just your nervous system's way of asking for peace. Now, let's talk about number 4, consistent itching on the chest or abdomen. When we think of warning signs in the body, we usually picture things like shortness of breath or memory lapses. But the skin across your chest and belly, right through the center of your body, can quietly signal when something deeper is going on, especially when it starts to itch for no obvious reason. Seniors who notice frequent itchiness in this region aren't always just dealing with dry skin. Persistent itching on the chest or belly often points to something deeper, nutrient deficiencies or poor absorption, both of which can slowly drain your body's strength, immunity, and ability to repair. Consider Joyce and Elaine, both 81. Joyce still enjoys cooking for herself, filling her plate with fruits, leafy greens, and a bit of protein. She may not eat as much as she used to, but she makes every bite count. Elaine, on the other hand, has lost interest in food over the past year. She skips meals, grabs crackers or canned soup, and feels full quickly. Lately, she's been noticing her torso itching, mostly in the evenings, and her skin sometimes feels tight or dry. She thought it was just her soap, but even after switching products, nothing improved. What Elaine didn't realize is that aging affects how well the body absorbs nutrients, especially things like B12, omega-3s, magnesium, and zinc. When those levels drop, your skin dries out, nerves misfire, and your immune system weakens. That's why the torso, which is packed with blood flow and nerve endings, becomes a hotspot for irritation. But the itch is only part of the story. These deficiencies don't just affect your skin. They quietly eat away at your energy, weaken your muscles, and even dull your mental clarity. What's especially tricky is that many older adults don't appear underweight. On the outside, they look fine, but inside, the body's missing key nutrients needed to stay strong. That's why an unexplained itch across the chest or abdomen can be more than skin deep. It could be your body's gentle nudge that it needs more nourishment. The good news? This is one of the easiest problems to fix. Getting better nutrition doesn't mean overhauling your whole routine. Just small, thoughtful additions like a boiled egg, a few almonds, fresh berries, or even a basic multivitamin can make a big difference over time. If you've been noticing itchiness in this area and your meals haven't been as balanced as they used to be, take this as a quiet reminder to feed your body the fuel it needs, not just for comfort, but for strength and longevity. If you're still here and found this helpful, leave a comment with the number 4 to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support helps us keep making meaningful content to guide and encourage you. Now, let's wrap up. Have any of these 4 itchy areas felt familiar? A little itch might not seem like much, but as we've seen, these small signals often point to something deeper. Whether it's reduced circulation in the legs, early signs of kidney or liver strain, stress quietly affecting your scalp, or nutrient shortages showing up across your chest and abdomen, your body is always speaking. It doesn't raise its voice. It sends gentle messages through your skin. The most important thing to understand is that these signs aren't a sentence, they're a signal, a chance to pause, pay attention, and give your body what it needs before something small turns into something serious. You can take a short walk, you can choose more nourishing food, you can rest more deeply, and you can reconnect with your body and the people who matter to you. If any of these signs felt familiar, don't brush them off. Take a small step today. And if none of them apply to you right now, that's great. But now you know what to look for and how to respond. Because aging well isn't just about adding years, it's about filling those years with clarity, strength, and joy. Paying attention to what your body tells you, even in the form of an itch, is one of the best ways to stay ahead. Thank you for being with us today. We'd really love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share something you learned and how you might use it in your life. Your thoughts truly matter to us, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Reading your comments keeps us motivated and inspired. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating the kind of content that informs and uplifts. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.